Hey guys, welcome to SimRacingPaddock. I'm William Marsh, and this is my review on the Thrustmaster TS-PC RACER. There are two variants of the wheel that are currently available in 2019. First off, there is the original model that came out in the end of 2016 and is available for $499. That model came with a Thrustmaster designed 280mm open wheel style rim. Recently, if you wanted to buy the rim without buying the TS-PC RACER, Thrustmaster has released the rim as a standalone product for $150. The later version of the TS-PC RACER, which comes with a Ferrari Challenge 9/10 replica wheel, was released in January 2018 for a suggested retail price of $699. This wheel is admittedly the more ambitious model of the two, with a couple features that haven't really been available on other Thrustmaster rims. However, does that justify the price? Let's take a look. First, let's talk about the wheelbase itself, as that's the constant between both versions of the wheel. The TS-PC RACER is part of the Thrustmaster ecosystem and is near identical in functionality to the TS-XW RACER I reviewed a while back. The only main difference between the two base units is that the TS-PC RACER is compatible only with PC. In terms of functionality, the wheelbase works quite well. The wheel can provide very strong force feedback while also transitioning to very quick and responsive forces as well. With it being a belt-driven force feedback system featuring a brushless servo motor, the unit is very smooth as well. I would say that only the Fanatec Club Sport wheel and the Thrustmaster TGT feature smoother force feedback out of a belt-driven wheel. While the force feedback in the TS-PC RACER is pretty well done, I do have a few gripes with it. In some titles, I feel the force feedback for the Thrustmaster wheel is a bit more vague than other products. Race Room Racing Experience and Dirt Rally 2.0 are titles that pop into mind where, for example, Fanatec is a bit more precise in the force feedback in my opinion. In other sims, the force feedback from the TS-PC RACER is quite remarkable and is some of the best. However, I've found that on some certain sims, the force feedback ends up being worse on Thrustmaster wheels than with other brands. I don't know if it's down to driver, firmware, or sim support, but it just seems to be the case. Another thing worth mentioning is that when I've driven with TS series racing wheels, I've noticed this kind of whine when the wheel is under load. It is enough to be noticeable when driving without headphones on, which may be off-putting for some people. I have not noticed this issue with the TGT or my T500 RS I've owned in the past, but I have specifically noticed this when I was driving with the TS-PC and the TS-XW wheels. Whether this affects you, I'd say it's up to you. All in all, the TS-PC RACER is a solid unit and is a solid upper mid-range belt-driven steering wheel. However, I just sort of feel it falls into the good but not great category. Some parts of the wheel are good, and some parts are really good, but there are a few elements that keep me from going all out and calling it great. Now, let's talk about the rim options that you have available for the TS-PC RACER. First, let's talk about the open wheel style rim that initially came out with the wheel. The open wheel rim is a compact rim at only 280mm or 11 inches. The two grips on the rim are wrapped in suede and have a nice feel to them. Functionally, the wheel is quite good, but there are a few gripes I've had with it. First off, it's with the buttons on the wheel. Functionally, they're fine and they're in a decent layout. However, I wish they could have done more. With open wheel cars, you'd want more buttons, adding in some rotary encoders and features like that. The thing is, the open wheel rim has a near identical button pattern to 3 other wheels offered by Thrustmaster. I just feel like Thrustmaster could have done a lot more with what they've had with the wheel. That could have been a better showcase of the TS-PC RACER, but in the end, it comes off feeling a little underwhelming. Another weird or fun fact, the open wheel rim features a removable plate on the wheel that allows for you to add the Thrustmaster Bluetooth LED display as a digital dash. The thing is, the Thrustmaster Bluetooth display is a PlayStation 4 exclusive unit. So, I just find it funny that one of the features on a PC-only product isn't even compatible with the PC. With that being said, now let's jump to the rim that's admittedly a little more exciting. The Ferrari 488 Challenge rim is a 9/10 replica rim measuring in at 320mm. While this rim definitely isn't perfect, it is a far better showcase of what the TS-PC RACER is capable of. The wheel rim features a button layout that looks to be inspired by the Sparco line of Thrustmaster wheels, but this wheel has a couple more tricks up its sleeve. For example, this wheel has 2 fully fledged rotary encoders, which is great to see. Also, a big first is that the 488 Challenge rim is the first Thrustmaster wheel to feature LED lights. Yep, after over 9 years of the Thrustmaster ecosystem, they have finally released a wheel that has rev lights on it. The thing is, as I mentioned, this rim has its own issues alongside with it. To take advantage of the full features of the rim, like the rotary encoder and rev lights, you have to activate the TS-PC's Advanced mode. The Advanced mode does not work with other Thrustmaster rims, so you'd have to go into the wheel settings and change the wheel back to standard mode before putting on the next rim. If you put on the rim without switching, there's no way to switch to standard mode, so you would have to reinstall the 488 Challenge rim and then switch the wheel to the normal mode, and then you can switch to any other wheel you choose. That sound confusing? Yeah. I just feel like this is an overcomplicated situation that could have honestly been avoided. Other than that, the wheel's mostly alright. I'm not a fan of the wheel's short button throw, and also I can't stand the little nub design of the 2 directional pads, but other than that, this is a pretty decent rim. However, the other issue lies in with the price premium. As mentioned before, the TS-PC RACER with the Ferrari 488 Challenge rim retails for a suggested retail price of $699. That is $200 more than the going rate for the TS-PC RACER with the open wheel rim. Now, I like having the shift lights and the rotary encoders, but is it worth $700? Oh, also, I forgot to mention, both models of the TS-PC RACER do not come with any pedal set. You would need to purchase your own separate set to use with the wheel. So, add another $100 for a T3PA pedal set, or more if you plan to get a higher end pedal set. So, wrapping up my review on the TS-PC RACER, let's address the question: do I recommend the wheel? Well, this is a tricky situation. It's somewhat of a case of 2 wheels. The version of the wheel with the Ferrari 488 Challenge rim is my personal favorite version of it, but that price. I just really can't recommend the wheel at $700, especially because the wheel doesn't come with a pedal set. The version of the TS-PC RACER with the open wheel rim is a good $200 less. That means you could get the wheel, a pedal set, and a wheel rim like the Thrustmaster Ferrari 599XX wheel rim, and be paying close to the same price as a Ferrari 488 Challenge version. Sure, you'd miss out on the rotary encoders and the LED display, but if you prefer the versatility of multiple rims, that could be a great option. Ultimately, the Thrustmaster TS-PC RACER is a very good wheel, and there are benefits to each of the rim options available. However, for spending over $600 minimum for the full package and $800 for the Ferrari 488 Challenge with base pedals, that's getting dangerously close to Fanatec Club Sport wheel territory, which I feel is a superior product. However, some people do prefer Thrustmaster over Fanatec, and if you do, the TS-PC RACER is a decent option for the upper mid-range market. However, it begs the question: why not the TS-XW RACER? That would include the officially licensed Sparco P310 competition mod wheel. It would also throw in Xbox One compatibility, as well as a pedal set for about $649. That could be a better value for some people. However, the TS-PC RACER does have its place in the community. For example, if people are looking to get a higher end pedal set, the TS-PC RACER could be a good choice. So that wraps up my review on the Thrustmaster TS-PC RACER. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Also, if you like this video, please hit that like button, and if you haven't already, subscribe so you can help keep us on track. For the Sim Racing Paddock, I'm William Marsh, and you have a good one.